Starting up. All right, here we go. Post-game live. Knicks get washed tonight, 128-100. Up in Beantown. Do we got to start a Free Frank campaign? Jails, do we got to start the Free Frank campaign?
It's about time to start the Free Frank campaign, though.
But we're going to talk about it, man. We're going to give you our takeaways. We want your takeaways. Phone lines are open, 657-383-1509. This is the post-game show for the fans, by the fans. Let's get into it right now.
KnicksFanTV. Y'all watching KnicksFanTV.
All right, bro. Anytime.
Post-game live, CP from the Knicks Fan TV. My man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show. Jay Ellis.
You.
How you feeling, man? It feel like we had like a little vacation, man. We had like 5 days off, man. It was a nice little sabbatical, man.
It was a little sabbatical before it gets crazy on the weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? As we see, whenever we get extended time off, man, we can't. The bad news that starts flying off the rails, man.
Yeah, man.
Bad news just keep fucking
Can't
up.
help it.
I mean,
Can't.
in the last 5 days, we were trading for John Wall, trading Dotson, and definitely trading Frank.
Oh, that was happening.
All that was happening.
All
that was happening. Oh, my goodness, man. So, anyway, we get washed tonight.
Yeah, man.
You know, not too many takeaways other than the fact that we got washed.
We got washed, yeah.
You know. But, I mean, should we get to the elephant in the room or what, man?
Defense sucked. If you want to skip it, we can go straight to elephant.
I mean, I just want to understand something here, right? Again, and let me preface this by saying, I'm not looking for the W tonight. All right, I figured this is a revenge game for Boston. Kyrie said it. You know, he didn't have a good Thanksgiving. We ruined his Thanksgiving.
Yep.
You know, we knew they was going to come out like gangbusters, like the Celtics that we know that they've been over the last 2 years, and we were going to have a tough time.
Yep.
My thing is this, all right? We have Jason Tatum going off. We have Kyrie Irving going off. We have Jaylen Brown going off. We've seen Mario Hezonja start now for, 12 games, roughly? I have to go back?
Yeah.
Okay? Like,
sounds about right.
I understand why Moutier is playing at the point. He's been better. I understand why Dotson is playing. He's been better. I understand why Courtney Lee has to get minutes. We got to trade him.
Yep.
What is the reason for Frank Ntilikina to get 0 minutes in the past 3 games? What's the reason?
I can tell you partially the reason, and I can say tonight I can't see it at all why he wouldn't get any minutes. Like, you know, usually garbage time, game's over. You try to find something that works. You throw in some guy who's been on the bench to see if he start get going again. That didn't happen tonight. You know, Mario Hezonja hasn't really showed much. He was getting killed on a pick and roll repeatedly. Repeatedly pick and roll each and every way.
Him and Kanter.
Yeah, I blame more Mario than Kanter, to be honest with you. And you're just looking at him like, all right, dog, put Dotson in at least. But that's the time when you at least get some Frank time in. I'm just saying, and it's going to get tougher because now Courtney Lee is back, taking up minutes. Lance Thomas is on his way back. So you're looking at Frank like, man, when is this guy going to get a break? I understand we got to play Courtney Lee because we eventually kind of have to move him. But it's looking bleak. And then we have the ISO thing. ISO was playing point guard. So he's the first guard off the bench.
Again, why? For what reason, man? For what reason, JL?
I'll say this, because I said this on the podcast as well. Shout out to people who listen to the podcast.
Yeah, shout out to Nick of Time show.
Yeah, and shout out Terry as well.
Facts.
But ISO damn near had a triple-double when he was playing point at the Pistons, when he was playing with the Pistons.
One game.
When he played against the Pistons. I mean, that one game, you get somebody that gets damn near triple-double as a point guard, you I can't blame Fizz for taking another look or two or three
Yeah.
at him, right? So it is what it is. But ISO still has some bad habits to kind of break.
Yes.
Like he's a good passer. Sometimes he's just not a willing passer. Like you saw today too, when he goes a little bit too much one-on-one while someone is open in the corner and he just tries to stick to himself. So we'll see how long this experiment happens and is on. And I if it keeps going like this, I expect Frank to get put back into the rotation as a backup point guard. It's pretty damn.
I mean, it only
for Mario.
And that's my whole point. My whole point. I went on Twitter right before we got on the show and I said, "What is Mario giving you with his minutes that Frank cannot give you except and play better defense on top of that? What are you getting from Mario Hezonja that you can't get from Frank in these minutes right now? It makes no sense."
Nah, it doesn't.
It makes no sense. You have Boston, a good perimeter team out there destroying us on the perimeter, moving the ball well. Give credit where credit is due. They played much better than the last showing, right? And we expected that. And again, I'm not looking for the WJLs. All I'm saying is, if you're going to put me through 48 minutes of watching my team on national TV get embarrassed, let me see the people that we're going to be moving forward with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a valid point, man. Frank needed to get me.
That's just my point. Let me see the people that we are moving forward with.
At least in the fourth.
At least. Or the second, or the third, or whenever the game's getting out of hand, the first.
Yeah, try something. Push a button.
It just doesn't make any sense, man. Yes, we're 20-something games in. Yes, everybody needs a look. But in the grand scheme of things, 90% of the guys that are on lame duck contracts are not going to be back. And of the guys that may, Noah Vonleh is the clear head and shoulders front runner to potentially be back with this team if we were going to ever spend that money. Mario Hezonja is not.
No, Mario is not.
Mario is not.
I don't see it.
At least at this point, he has not shown that he should be. So what is the point? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The people that are most likely to come back is probably Vonleh, Trier, of course.
Right.
And possibly Moutier.
Right. Possibly Moutier. But with the cap hold and all of that, and depending on what the market holds for him, depending on how he plays, we may or may not bring him back. But I think Vonleh makes a strong case.
Yeah. And we don't have to bring him back with his crazy $12 million cap hold. We don't have to.
Yeah,
we can pay him like $4 million.
That's kind of crazy. All I'm saying is, bottom line, JLS, and we're gonna get to the calls right after that. All I'm saying is, why are we wasting time here? Why not give the kid some minutes? I'm not looking for the W. We probably would have lost by 10 instead of losing by 28. You know what I'm saying? We probably would have lost by 12 instead of losing by 28. But let me see the kid play out there. He played Tatum well the last game.
Yeah.
Was amicable that first game in the Garden. But Tatum still went off. He was on his Kobe shit that night. But but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. He played him pretty damn well. He played him well. And then those nights when we just getting pick and roll to death like tonight, Frank is one of the top pick and rolls.
Just maybe you want to have your defensive coach put your best defender at the pick and roll in the game.
I don't know, man. I think this Mario thing is like Jay-Z said, like politics as usual. And because Mario came in here and he wanted to revive his career and get a shot. And I think Coach Fizz is trying to revive his career or something. Because I don't see any other reason why he's playing this many minutes. That defense thing that he was saying about how he plays better, I don't.
And see, that's the thing again. That's that Lance Thomas is our Draymond Green type of comment. Because I'm still looking for it. I'm looking for it, JLs. I got my glasses on. We're getting watched on national TV. So I'm like, all right. Fizz says he likes him because of his defense. Let's see some defense. I don't see it, JLs.
I would say this. Mario's defense has gotten better since like the beginning of the year, but this pick and roll defense is still atrocious. This is atrocious tonight, and that's what really killed us was the pick and roll all over the place, from the Moutier pick and roll, Trier pick and roll, Mario pick and roll all over the place. We couldn't defend it either way.
Yeah.
It either ended up in layups or open threes, pretty much.
I'm lost. That's the bottom line. I'm lost. Shout out to the chat. Thursday night Knicks. Shout out to everybody watching worldwide, wherever you guys are at. Let's get to the first call of the night. He's usually first. Julian, help me make some sense of this, man. What's going on? I don't want to turn this into the Frank Ntilikina telethon, man. We've been doing it for 3 nights in a row. But I mean, it only makes sense.
Frank Ntilikina.
I don't want to turn it to a Jerry Lewis show, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's like what is there to talk about? We can't talk about the game. There was no game to talk about.
No, we can talk about the game for like 15 seconds.
Yeah, for like 15 seconds.
That's what's happening right now. 15 seconds.
Look. I got 2 people, not 3. Okay, Fizz, Hezonja, and Cantor were all at fault for tonight's loss. I can blame other than maybe Dotson, but that was like his first bad game I've ever seen him play in the Knicks uniform. So. Yeah, again, Hezonja, I'm the first person to tell you, and get Ennis Cantor out of New York, and he's our worst defender. He constantly gets bullied in the pick and roll every single game. He gets bullied. He's so, he's helpless, because he has physical limitations. His body is not built to defend the pick and roll. He's not nimble. He's not, he's not Mitch. He's not one of those guys who can stop the pick and roll. We just need to stop kidding ourselves. You remember that 3-game winning streak about 2 weeks ago when people were throwing around that bogus P word?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even want to mention it. I really don't. I don't even want to mention it. Because I'm a Knicks fan. I don't like to get on other Knicks fans. Because I understand, we all have the same vision. We want our team to be successful. But, some people have certain agendas in how they want that to happen.
Yeah.
But we got to look at it from this perspective. This team is, for the most part, devoid of talent, and it's not a surprise to me when we're not playing Frank that we're lacking on defense.
Yeah, he's the only one that plays defense on the team, except for Dotson, JLs.
Yeah, Frank Dotson and Mitch when he's not in foul trouble. And Vonleh.
Vonleh. Shout out to Vonleh, man.
Yep. By the way, you were talking about Fizz was talking about Lance Thomas is our Draymond Green. No. Noah Vonleh is our Draymond Green.
I mean, shit, closest to it, man. Closest to it.
No, he's amazing. When we're a good team, his value is going to increase so much more because he actually does all the good things for winning. He's a winning basketball player.
Absolutely, man. Shout out Vonleh, man. How he's playing, for sure.
Oh, yeah, Vonleh is definitely the star.
How he's playing, man. Big time. Big time.
Yeah. This is and this is a tanking season. This is a tanking and development season. But it's so our brass right now, the Knicks brass, is being hypocritical. They're being hypocritical.
Yeah.
If you want to develop our players to tank, actually develop our players. You got the tanking part right. Now actually develop our players. Why the hell is Frank not on the court? Why the hell is Dotson getting, 20 minutes, 25 minutes? We need to start these kids and run them into the floor. They're 25. or younger. They can fucking handle it. I'm so tired of David Fizdale running Mario Hezonja. You know what Albert Einstein said? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result is the definition of idiocy.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're doing right now. We're putting out the same garbage lineup every single game, and we're taking L's.
Yeah.
Mario Hezonja is garbage. He's trash. I'd start Ron Baker over him. No joke.
Shoot, I would.
At least we know what we're going to get out of him.
I would start Ron Burgundy, man. Appreciate the call, Julian.
Yeah.
You already know, man. Appreciate you. Julian always setting us off, JLs. You know what I mean?
All right, man.
Julian knows he's setting the table, man.
All right, starting off right. Ron Baker chance.
All I'm saying is, and Romeo Dredd is in the chat saying it's Mario's time. It's Mario's time to do what exactly? What is he doing?
I don't know, man.
You know, what is he doing?
I don't know what's up with Mario, man. It's time to kind of move on. He's trying to blow this experiment up.
Listen, it's nothing against the kid. I like him. I like him personally, man. The other day he debuted some. He got a package from Sony PlayStation. He had some PlayStation Kobe's or Kyrie's, I think. They were pretty dope. Yeah, shout out to him. He's a cool dude, but the playing situation just makes no sense. It makes no sense, man. Somebody in the chat call me up and defend Mario Hezonja. I want to hear this. If you can defend Mario Hezonja playing over Frank Ntilikina, please call and you know, teach us some basketball, please, because I don't know. I don't know anything about basketball, man.
You're gonna be waiting for a long time for that.
Yeah. Carlisle Richards says it's called tanking. Bro, we could tank with Frank. I'm not looking for the win. Romeo Dredd, I'm not looking for the win. You guys might not have heard. We're not looking for the W.
We're looking for development, man.
We're looking for development.
What's your famous phrase? Development tank?
Development tank.
Development tank.
Where's my development tank?
Where's the development part? You're missing this section.
That's all we're saying. SS Television says the PlayStation joints are Paul George. Yeah, I think those are Paul George joints. But the point is, I like him. You know what I mean? We like Mario. He likes New York. But
that's cool. But
yeah.
That's nice and all, but can you play some pick and roll?
Not at the expense of Frank, man.
Yeah, man. Free Frank, damn it.
Free Frank. Let's shout some people out in the chat. Father Peach, what's going on? The Shooter, Ace Bez, the Quinn 06, Jermaine Richards, what's going on? Romeo Dredd, what's going on? Chaco. Yeah, man. Gian Drezzy, who you got in your chat, Jails?
Oh man. What's up? I got Kendall Baquero, what is good, and Craig Williams holding it down.
Okay.
And some other people who are just kind of chilling in the background. I see you. Also on Periscope, we got McCall. Staple was good, man.
Yeah.
HGL7780, what up? Playday. What's going on, Playday? Tim LeFou.
Randy Tillman, what's good? Go ahead.
Yeah, we got Facebook too. Sean Jordan, what up?
All right. Brandon Mason, what's going on?
My bad, go ahead.
Dejan, what's going on? If you guys are new in the chat, man, give us a hashtag new so we could shout you guys out, man.
Yeah, Ronaldo Lobby, what's good on Facebook?
Yeah, man. All right, JLs. Famous wants to weigh in. Well, Famous wants to weigh in. Famous from the chat, what's going on, Famous? Moving from the chat to the phone, man. How you feeling, bro?
Right. Graduation,
man.
Good. Shout out to the chat. So pretty much, if I could, can you hear me?
Yep, all good.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right, yeah. So like Trier, if I could somehow package Trier, like the only way to get like Timmy off the books is to package Trier and Lee to get those two off the books. I'd do
it. you put up ISO just to get Timmy and Lee out of here, right?
You're crazy.
Yeah, I'd do it. Why am I crazy? I think.
It depends. It depends, though. It depends. It depends. Unless I need guarantees from KD and his camp that he's coming here and bringing Kemba with him. That's the only way I'm doing it.
I ain't trying to move Trier now.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't see anybody like taking Timmy off our hands. I don't even see like teams really trying to take Lee off our hands either. Like I don't see it. It's gonna be real hard to get those guys off the books.
Tough trades, man.
Yeah, man, you're right about that.
It's gonna be tough trades
to
make, man.
Yeah, one more thing. So like the start, like why is it that like more than half the starting five like aren't even like guaranteed to be here next year? Like for like if this is a development year,
that's
like
great. That's a great question.
What is going on?
I feel like they're gonna try to see if they want to keep part of that starting five eventually. I mean, listen, this the Cantor thing though is gonna be up in the air. I don't think anybody really expects him to be back. We'll see, but who knows what the front office is thinking? But yeah, man,
I appreciate it. I don't understand any of it, man.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, we can't afford like if we're trying to like get free agents next year, like we can't afford to bring like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I don't get the point.
Well, I mean,
JL is development year.
Go ahead, JLs. Go ahead.
I mean, it's all an experiment, man. It's a test. It's all a test here to see who deserves to be here next season and who doesn't. Like we still going at the end of the day, we still gonna have to actually fill out our whole squad. You know, we clear out everybody. We get KD. Now we got like 6 people on the roster. We still gonna need people to fill it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So some of these guys might still be around, and we might be thinking of them to fill in some of the holes on the cheap next season, if anything. I mean, or the other mad 6 million people who's gonna be free agents next season too. Because the series gonna be next.
I mean, you still have to have contingency plans. You still have to have backup plans, right? You still have to play people, right? So like I said, I understand Moutier's playing time. He's been playing as the best point guard. Didn't have that great of a game tonight. Whatever.
Right.
I understand Vonleh.
Right.
Right. The thing with Canner is kind of like we see it with Mitch. Like he's not mature enough yet. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna burn him out with the fouls. We saw Mitch come in and catch 3 quick fouls right off the bat. Right. You know. So I understand the need for balance, but not playing Frank at all is no balance. There's no balance to be. I don't understand that.
Yeah, man. I expect.
Yeah, I mean, if they're trying to showcase a lot of these.
Go ahead, Famous.
If they're trying to showcase a lot of these dudes, then they need to send Frank and Nas down to the G League so they can get some playing time. That's the whole point in playing Mario and all these dudes.
Why not?
You might as well send them dudes down.
Why not? They put Timmy in the G League. I mean, Timmy's shown to have a big thicker skin, you know, based on his pedigree and having, you know, experiences being around. But put Frank in the G League, JLS. Why not?
Yeah, man, that's an easy call. They had Dotson in the G League, and Dotson is way older than Frank.
Yeah.
For Frank in the G League, if that's the case, man.
Facts, man.
Let him go. Let him get the reps in.
Famos, appreciate the call, man. Let's go to JJ in Connecticut. He wants to talk about the offensive system. JJ, what's going on? Hello?
Yeah.
JJ. JJ was so puzzled about the offense, he had no words for us, man.
He's just like,
speechless. He's speechless, man. Speechless.
Cal said ISO will be the reason KD will come. I mean,
maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
ISO, Royal Ivy. They all got ties to KD. So.
Yeah, listen, man. We heard it all before, man.
Yeah.
We heard it all before, Jay Ellis. So and so is the reason so and so will come. Listen, man. At the end of the day, the almighty dollar is in KD's corner. Mm-hmm. If he turns that down, it doesn't matter who we have here. If he wants to come here, he's gonna come here. And he's not going to turn down the money for Royale Ivy. He's not going to turn down the money for ISO Zoe. He's going to turn down the money because he wants to come to the Knicks and whatever, accomplish some goals here.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Craig says, Timmy, can we send Timmy back to the G League because his shot has not been good?
Yo, what do you expect, man? That's the leader of the team, man.
Dog, his shot has fallen off a cliff, dude.
Yeah, it has.
Happening.
It has.
Dog, I think it's my fault, man. I think it's my fault.
We might have jinxed him, man.
Yo, because that Portland game, I gave Timmy the biggest compliment ever.
Yeah, we did.
I said, this is the best I've ever seen and the smartest he's ever played the entire season or ever.
Yep.
And then after that, he sucked.
Yep.
Completely. Like 5 games in a row.
Yep.
Ripped. Bad shots.
Here's something interesting. Will Cushman, what's going on? Rick Ward, what's going on? Steve Popper from Newsday says Fizdale asked, why not turn to Ntilikina when defense isn't working? Fizdale says, maybe I probably should have. I can always look at him. It ain't like he's out, though. Again, it's going to be a long season. Frank will be getting his opportunities again. Okay. All
okay.
Right. Take it for what it's worth. Take it for what it's worth.
Maybe, probably.
He goes, maybe I probably should have.
Maybe I probably should. Hell yeah, you probably should. You definitely should have. Ain't no problem about that, yo. Yeah, you should have.
Should have like I should have, but I like Mario's defense better.
He had 16 points in the fourth quarter, like. And they was going all the way out. Had a counter, like, throw the man in. See what you can do, man.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
You threw Mitch in the end for cancer because of the pick and roll, but you couldn't throw. My guy Frank in. Like, come on.
I don't know. We just asking questions, JLs. That's
We
all.
just asking.
We're not trying to coach. We're not trying to tell the coach how to coach.
We are trying to coach. Y'all, what do you mean?
So,
Knicks fans.
somebody,
We always trying to tell the coach how to coach here, man.
Somebody in the on Twitter was like, "You gotta let Fizdale coach." Listen, I'm letting him coach. I just have questions. I just got questions. That's all, man.
No, we don't see.
How about the did you guys see the zone that we were running to start the game? How'd you like that, JLs?
Not in it.
We came out with a 2-1-2 zone, and every time we went to it, they busted a 3-pointer.
This is in college.
This ain't college, man. That zone stuff don't work around here. But it was nice to see them try to come out with something a little different, get a little creative. Didn't work.
It didn't work.
Didn't work too well.
That was
Against a team of shooters.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fizz had too much time off.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Too much time off.
Too much time off, man.
He's like, what about this one?
Yeah, man.
Nah, that wasn't it.
That wasn't it, Fizz. That was not it, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yo, no Alex Collins tonight, man. We got with KnicksFanTV Dave is working the double, says Julian.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Alex Collins tonight. He's over in Ireland doing something, man.
All right.
Logan Frame said we community coaching. That's it, man. We just trying to help out.
Yeah, man. He needs some help.
That's just we just trying to help out, man.
Yeah, he needs another assistant.
Facts. All right, let's go back to the phones. Q, let me know something, man. What's happening with Frank, man? What's your takes right now?
Man, I'm on the ledge again, man. They can't keep doing my Frank wrong. And, yo, CP, don't get mad at that community coaching. Most people that's saying stuff like that, they're not coaches. They've never coached. As a coach, I'm watching this game, and I'm like, what the hell is Fizdale doing?
Mm-hmm.
Rotations is bad. ISO is not a point guard. Would they stop? Would Fizz stop? ISO does not need to be on the ball. He needs to be off the ball. Plain and simple. 5 points today? And it affects other players, too. That's the part that's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, if you don't want to play Frank, at least Frank is going to actually do what a point guard does. He's at least going to pass the ball. ISO's dribbling. And I love ISO. He is a stay. There's no question to it, but you're playing him wrong. What is it, an experiment to try to make him, Gil Zero? Right. What are we trying to do? You know what I mean? We ain't trying to get this guy to be something he's not. But the deal is, what is Fizz doing with the rotation? Hannah's got to go. Mario's got to go. They got to get out the paint. They can't play no defense. Yeah. Zero. I had it with them two. That's it for me. No.
Q's done.
Just to get them out of there. Yeah, just to get them out of there. I can't wait. And Canna, man, I used to love Canna. I was like you, Jay Ellis. I love a hard-nosed guy that's tough, that's all about team. But this guy's a fraud, man. He's a fraud. He barely even tries to play defense. He barely tries to protect the paint. I'll play Cornette and Robinson the whole season. Just to get this guy out of here, man. It's horrible. You can't, man. You cannot play Frank. The pick and roll for the Knicks is the worst in the league.
Worst, yeah.
I wonder what's the numbers.
Yeah.
You got to at least play Frank. You at least can develop him. Every coach knows you got to develop your players. I'm developing 8th graders, 9th and 10th graders, and 11th graders. I'm still developing them. But the deal is, an NBA player with that potential, the best defender out of all guards in the league,
makes no sense.
Developing them?
Makes no sense. And you're supposed to be a defensive coach. This makes no sense.
A defensive coach. That's the part I don't understand. There's nobody better defensively on the wing but Ron Baker, Frank, and I hate to say it, but it's true, Ron Baker, Frank, and Dotson. That's it. All the rest of the guys is trash perimeter-wise.
Yeah.
ISO's not a defender. Moutier don't know what defense is about. He looks lost defensively. And
Mario. Oh man, somebody got to ship him back to whatever country he's from right now. 'Cause I don't want to see him in the Knicks uniform next year. I don't care, man. He's flashy. He gets the PGs. Cool PlayStation. Man, play your PlayStation. Stay away from basketball, man. I'm so pissed, man. I'm sorry, fellas.
No, all good,
I'm
Go.
so pissed
all
about
good,
this
Q.
game, man.
This is so good, man. Appreciate it.
It's all
man.
good, but hey, you guys are excellent. Appreciate it. And hey, do y'all thing, man. Don't worry about what the chat says and everybody says.
Yeah. Now we ain't worried about it, man. We ain't worried about it. All right, Q, man. Take it easy, bro.
Oh my God.
All right, fellas.
Oh man, Q. Everybody in the chat was repping Q, man. I think that was the call of the night so far, JLs.
Yeah, man. They back. They love what you said, man. The defense has to step up, man. Play your best defender. There's a conga line going down.
That's it, man. That's it, man.
Celtics scored 69 points in the first half, and you're just like, I'm gonna keep going with this.
Yeah, just patiently waiting for something to happen, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what Fitz is trying to do, but it's time to play Frank. That's for sure.
I don't know, man.
I'd be shocked. I'll be shocked if we don't. If Frank doesn't get burned next game.
Anthony Connolly says in reference to Mario, he says it's probably his last chance. Maybe this is they're giving him the biggest opportunity. You know, maybe if we take a step back from our Frank telethon over here, you know what I'm saying? If we take a step back, peel away the onions, and think rationally, as Knicks fans don't know how to do.
I think it's the politics, man.
Maybe.
It has to be.
Maybe.
Because he's not earning it. He's not keeping the kill. That's not what's happening right now. It has to be the politics. Maybe. I can't think of any other reason. He's not playing that good of a defense. He's not scoring.
Yeah, maybe they just want to give him a long look. Maybe just give him a long look and
he's like,
and
he's trying to save his career because this could possibly be his last chance, like they said. Like, I don't know what's up if he's just not messing with his team or whatever. All of his numbers are down from last season. All of them. From 3-point shooting to the regular shooting. You thought he was bad with the Magic. He actually turned it on at the end of the year with the Magic. You came here, you think you're gonna get something like that, and it's just a flop all the way around. It's crazy.
True indeed. True indeed, man. Let's go back to the phones. Let's go to Ohio. We haven't been to Ohio all year, JLs. Tim from Ohio wants to talk about this Mario situation. Tim, what's going on, man?
Hey, guys. How we doing tonight?
Good. How you feeling? Good.
So, I don't know if you guys have seen, Steve Popper just tweeted Fizdale was asked why he didn't put in Frank when the defense is working. This was David Fizdale's actual quote.
Yeah, I pulled it up.
I probably should have. I can always look at him. It ain't like he's out, though. Again, it's going to be a long season. Frank will be getting his opportunities again. First off, that makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah.
I mean, that just makes no sense. I've been a Knicks fan for. My dad's from New York, obviously Columbus, not exactly a Knicks fan hotbed.
Okay.
So I've been
shout out Ohio State. I know you're a Buckeye over there, so good luck to you guys.
Yeah, and it's just ridiculous. If we're gonna tank, it's the same thing people have been saying all night. Play the people that will be here when the tank is complete.
Yeah.
Develop the young pieces. And I will say, Enes Kanter was getting a little bit of heat for his pick-and-roll defense. He is not great, but the reason that we don't really call him out on that much is because Frank is so good. If you pair him with Mario Hezonja,
Matador D.
I mean, it's incompetent. He has no idea. He's going under when he should go over. He's going over when he should go under. And sometimes he's like, wait, what do I do? This guy is standing right next to me. What do I do?
Yeah, he just stands there.
It's just mind-boggling.
Yeah. That's why I said I don't even blame.
And the thing is
I don't blame Cantor tonight as much as I blame Mario tonight, to be honest.
Right.
I think more of it was on Mario.
Because of Mario.
Yeah.
Yes. And the thing is, I thought we had to be getting trolled when Luke Cornett was in. I mean, I almost I didn't even know how to.
We put ISO Luke in the game. I turned it off. I didn't even see. I came here to set up because I was so disgusted. ISO Luke played.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Luke before Frank.
Nice.
Luke got in before Frank. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I will say one thing that's interesting to me about Mario Hezonja. If you're thinking of a 6'8", 200-ish European point guard coming from the Euro League, we kind of got the wrong one. It sounds like we got the wrong one.
Yeah. Seriously, man.
I mean, he was Luka before Luka.
Man, I'm telling you.
He was touted as
Don't you dare say that.
he was touted as
No, he was highly touted.
I'm
Tim's
playing.
right. He was highly touted. We were looking at him.
No, we were. We definitely were looking at him. They was talking about how much of a sniper he was. I remember that. I remember that we was thinking about taking
well, I mean, and it's a very similar situation. A teenager coming from the Euro League. People had questions about, could he really compete? How athletic he was? If this three would be the same. Luka Doncic is Rookie of the Year by every measurable metric.
Oh, he's beast.
Besides,
He's killing
obviously,
it.
I would vote for
He's
Alonzo Trier.
Stone cold, man.
And Mario Hezonja needs to. I don't even know. I mean, he needs to go back and.
Yeah.
He's terrible. I mean, he's terrible on the pick and roll. He has no confidence offensively, and that's what I'm kind of worried about with Frank. It's like, what are we doing to his head when we're saying, we're going to sit you for 3 straight games for no reason?
That's the thing. And Tim, appreciate the call. First time calling in, Tim. Make sure you call back, man. Definitely appreciate that. Good call, man. Yeah, JL's. Listen. I mean, what more is there to say about the topic? We just hope things change. That's all.
We hoping for the best.
You know what I mean? We the friends of the Frank Ntilikina telethon are calling to get this kid some playing time. JL's. That's all. That's all, man.
Oh man, you heard the reports that Frank was getting testy today?
Oh, yesterday I heard. Yeah,
yesterday,
I heard. Yeah. I won't believe it until he choke slams Berman. No, just kidding. Shout out to Berman. Oh yeah, I didn't see Berman's half-court shot today. He took a half-court shot at the Boston Garden. It was the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. It was hilarious. It was funny though. Yeah, it was funny, man. Shout out Berman, man. Shout out everybody in the chat. Smash that thumbs up button for you boys. Let's make sure we always supporting the channel. If you guys are fans of the channel, don't want to make you do nothing that you don't want to do. But yeah, man, if you guys are fans of the channel, smash that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Hit that subscribe button.
I'm on the road to 1,000.
Yeah, man. I'm on the road to 10. You gotta support your boys. KnicksFanTV.
That's a fact, yo.
Nick of Time show, man.
That's a fact. I had like a nice little boost over last week. I gained like a good amount of followers.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Keep that momentum going.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's go to my man. Let's take it down south. My man Ron Cleveland back in the building.
Yep.
To spread some knowledge. Ron, talk to me, man. How you feeling tonight, man? I know you're not happy tonight, man.
Hey, CP, Jay Ellis, man. Hey, I'm happy when I see effort, man. And I ain't just talking about, we like to talk about effort, and even commentators, they talk about effort from the players. I'm talking about effort from the coaching staff, man. There's no reason tonight. I understand you might be trying to send a message to Frank, but in a game like this tonight, and this dude don't get in there, man, I'm just Fizz is starting to get on my nerves, man, and I'm not even joking because for one thing, I think I'm gonna go ahead and say it like my man said it, and you know where this phrase came from. We've been bamboozled, we've been hoodwinked. Hey, let's be real, man. Look at our defense, man. Look at our defense. And the best defender on the team, arguably, on-ball defender is Frank. I don't care what nobody says. Him and Mitch are the best 2 defenders on the team. And for that dude not to get in there tonight, when them boys was carving us up like Swiss cheese, we had more holes than a Delta faucet. I'm like, when is Frank gonna get in the game? And when I look at us tonight, man, I'm gonna tell you what it looked like. It looked like pickup basketball. It looked like they were playing hard. Like, hey, whatever you do, I'm gonna try to do what you do. Tim Hardaway jacking up shots from Madison Square Garden. Yeah, them shots were falling, but they were bad shots. They were bad shots. Let's just be real.
Yeah, that's
and some of them, a lot of them, they weren't falling. You know what I mean? But I'm too through it with Fizz, man. And I don't know what kind of message. I don't know what Frank did to be deserving this, man. But this is piss poor. It's piss poor. We look terrible, man. We look terrible. I guarantee you, defensive line. And this is the thing. How can you justify having Frank on the bench when you got Hezonja on the floor?
That's just my question. Simple question. It's a simple question, man. That's just my question. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
How can you have that Frank on the bench?
Can't do it.
He's not giving us nothing.
Nope.
What is Hezonja giving us? He may as well go be our mascot. He's trash. and I get hey man, and you know what I mean. Y'all know how I feel about Vonleh. That signing, I said it wasn't moving the needle for me. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm happy we got Vonleh, man. That dude is a keeper. He's the only one I see trying to play hard, man, in that starting lineup.
He's amazing.
He's the only one.
Yeah, Vonleh plays hard, man. For sure.
He's a Swiss Army knife, man. He does everything right.
Man.
And even Dotson, man. Dotson is another one that played the game the right way.
Sure
he don't get outside himself. He don't start doing stupid stuff on the court. The dude play the game the right way. But Tim Hardaway Jr. is getting on my nerves. Fizz is definitely getting on my nerves. And he's looking like a cheerleader on the sideline. And I'm like, how you got Frank on the bench? I just can't understand it, man. I can't understand it. And then you put Luke Cornett in the game.
That's crazy.
Cornett.
ISO Luke made his debut, JLs.
This off tonight, man. I'm going to take it right now. I'm putting this off square on the head of Fizz. Square right on his head, man. Right on his head. I watch what's your boy? I watch Kyrie dance on us all night, man. I'm like, you guys are kidding me.
Yeah, man. Kyrie was going to work.
Factuals, man. All right, Ron, man. Hey,
CP Jailers, even when we were close in this game, man, it was like the game was over. Like you knew you was going to lose tonight. It was no energy. The team said, we didn't come to play tonight. And that was shocking, especially when you heard all the reports that Boston was ready for us. Like, they were ready for us tonight. They wanted us because we beat them the last game.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I had to say this before I get off this phone because I'm teed off right now, but I had to talk about this. And I heard you guys talking about it. I don't know what's going on with these officials, man, but we can't breathe on no team we play.
Nothing.
We can't breathe on them without them calling the foul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we getting beat up, and they don't call the foul. I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, that's that home treatment.
Yeah, that's that road team treatment, man.
Yep, that's that road team treatment.
And I ain't even with that tank. I ain't even with that tank stuff. But what Fizz is doing is sure looking like a tank to me. And I'm gonna tell you what, you start saying, if you're sorry, it's one thing to be sorry. But if you got the players that can play defense and you not having them on the floor, that's looking suspect to me. That's looking real suspect to me. Nobody can tell us why Hezonja is in that starting line. It's justifiably so. Nobody can tell us that. So when I see stuff like that and I see Frank on the bench, if it walk like a duck, it crack like a duck, it ain't a mongoose.
Yeah, appreciate the call, right? Definitely appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, boy, KP need to hurry up to get back.
Man, we miss him, man. We definitely miss him, man.
That's right, man.
Definitely miss that boy, man.
All right. Yeah, man. If it walk like a duck, CP, it's not a mongoose. Always.
It ain't a mongoose. Man.
Always.
It ain't a mongoose, man. Yo, I hate these TNT games, man. When we go out there and we get washed, and Charles is hating on us, and Shaq laughing at us. Kenny don't got nothing on the board for us. You know what I mean?
I'm glad I ain't watching this. I'm glad I had the NBA league shit. I'm glad I didn't see that.
Nah, cause this is what happened. I was making dinner tonight, so I had thrown the game on an alternative media source, quote unquote, right? And so I had the Boston feed, and it was like Scalabrini and their play-by. They are terrible, man.
Yeah, no, they are terrible, man. That's what I had.
When you hear these out of town announcers, man, and you just
mad.
Thank God for Clyde and Breen.
No, you really do.
You just thank God.
They definitely were terrible.
Scalabrini and this other dude, man, they were trash, man.
They don't know the rules of the game.
Nothing. They don't know. They don't know nothing about the other team. Nothing. Nothing
about the other team at all. It was
terrible.
Yeah, it was definitely terrible.
It was terrible, man. Terrible. But all right, Jay. Let's look at some player ratings. I don't know, man. I mean,
oh God.
It's like everybody stunk except for Vonleh, really.
Yeah, Vonleh. There we go.
They're Vonleh, player of the game. Player of the game goes to Noah Vonleh, man.
Vonleh, you get a 7.
Facts. You know what I mean? I would. I mean, 12 points, 10 boards.
80%. Lord, come on.
80%, you know.
Bully Kyrie Irving on the switch. Dunk.
Yeah. Shout out to Vonleh, man. I give Vonleh a 7.
Yeah, falling out of bounds and saving it. Yeah, man.
Absolutely, man.
Still shooting high percentage from 3. Vonleh, that dude.
Facts. What are you giving Timmy on the night?
Oh God. I'm 3. I'm tired.
You giving him a 3?
Yeah, give him a 3.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand the
7 for 19 from the field, 6 for 13 from 3-point lane. Timmy's got to get to the line, man. He's got to get to the free throw line.
Maybe I'll give him a 5.
I'll give him a 5 tonight, man.
I'll give him a 5. He heated up for like a half quarter.
Yeah.
Even those shots, I was like, no, this is horrible, but they were going in.
Yeah. What do you give Moutier tonight? 17 points, 6 dimes from Moutier.
I'll give him a 6. He actually was like that first half. I actually felt like he was doing some damage.
Yeah. And
keeping us in the game. He had 6 assists. He had like some pretty nice little pick and roll passes. Pushed the pace. His defense was on and off. You know what I'm saying? He did some bad stuff on pick and roll, but then he had some really good sequences when he played great defense too.
Yeah.
Mixed bag. So I'm gonna give him a 6.
Yeah, I give Moutier a 6. I'll give him a 6. I'll definitely give him a 6. Let's go to Canna, 14 and 11. 1 block, 7 to 12 from the field. What are you giving Canna?
I'm gonna give him a 6 as well. Man.
I give him a 6. His defense stunk. I don't know. I don't care what you guys want to say. Al Horford was eating his food.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown. The matchups, and again, like the matchups just wasn't right for him out there. Anyway, I didn't think he should have been playing. You know, when they're playing Kyrie, Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford. You know what I'm saying? Who's their other starter? Their other starter is Marcus Morris.
Yeah, Marcus Morris. Yeah.
You know, they're gonna spread the floor. They're gonna spread the floor on you, man.
Yeah, I mean, I still feel like a lot of that was more Mario's fault than Cantor. But there was like a sequence where you just knew it's just like Cantor had to close out on a 3-point shooter, and God bless his heart, he tried. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you knew once he closed out on a 3-point shooter, if he head faked, it was a wrap.
Oh, it was over.
There was nobody in the paint who was going to rotate after that. It was just going to be an easy little layup. And it's like, oh, man, that's one of those moments where it's like, man, we need somebody a little more nimble if they're going to be doing that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It is what it is, man.
It is what it is, man. Okay. I mean,
he did okay. He did a pretty okay with the offensive boards. He got blocked a lot.
He's getting ripped. Yeah. How about Knox? Kevin Knox, 11 points, 2 assists, 4 for 12 from the field.
Oof.
I like that he was aggressive out there. Obviously, he's not representative on the stat sheet as much. I thought Knox was he was aggressive. The thing about Knox is that he telegraphs a lot of his moves.
Yeah.
You know, like all his drives are telegraphed, his shots are telegraphed, so it's easy to defend.
Yeah. Like, it's funny if he was able to get some clean looks, I feel like they would have dropped more because even the shots that he missed looked like they were like halfway in and out.
Yeah.
Even with the good defense, it seemed like his shots was halfway in and coming out. But I
give him a 5.
I'm giving him a 5. I mean, listen, like half of these dudes shot 30% from the field.
Yeah. I mean, it was really Vonleh, man. Vonleh is really the only one really we're talking about.
Yeah, and even Moutier shot like 30% from the field. The only reason I gave him a 6 and not the 5 is because that first half, and he actually had 6 assists. He was actually setting the table to a couple other guys. So, yeah, pretty much.
Facts.
Everybody else is a dub. It's like a wash.
Everybody else is a dub.
It's a wash.
Everybody else is a dub, man. But yeah, that's the player ratings, man. What do you guys think of the player ratings tonight? Rate some of your players down in the chat, 1 to 10. Let us know what you guys thought, man. Know what you guys thought. Yeah, man.
Yep, that is it.
Player ratings, man. Also in the chat, shout out to everybody in the chat once again. Smash that thumbs up button for your boys if you're digging the show. Dave should be distributing a link if you guys have questions for fan Q&A, which we're gonna get to in a little bit. Just drop those questions in the link that Dave sends out, and we'll take a look at the questions and run through them rapid fire before we wrap up the show. But let's go back to the phones. Where we want to go with this one, JLs? Where we want to go with this one? Let's go to Kevin from Maryland. He wants to talk about the lack of ball movement. Kevin, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, JL? It's CP.
How you feeling, Kev?
Man, it's the lineup need a ball mover. That's why I know we beating Frank to death. They need his defense, and they need Frank because he a ball mover. You got all these guys on the perimeter. They don't move the ball. Tria got to shoot like y'all done hit that on the head. He not a natural PG. Moutier try. And then what happened to the system Fizz was preaching about up-tempo. Now we back to one of the slowest paces in the league.
Yeah,
so guys ain't even...
You didn't have a lot of fast
shots.
points.
Tim they forcing shots.
Yeah.
Either a can of post up, hopefully, or a 30-footer from Hardaway.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Timmy does, though. You know, when we're in trouble, that's what Timmy does. He tries to shoot us back into it. And you know, more times than not, he's that's not what we need.
Yeah, that's not what we need.
That's not what we need, but we understand it. You know what I mean? He's the only one that we could rely on, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Fitz had him turn the corner, having the team be more methodical in those situations, but it seemed like he's reverting a little bit. Like that Bucks game, he was very
talking about
facts.
And I was talking about no defense, even playing Baker. Like, the game Fizz could have played Baker to make it scrappy. I mean, you ain't got nothing to lose. They don't put $130 on us anyway. Play Baker and Frank together. It ain't going to hurt none.
Yeah. That's true, man. That's definitely true, man.
Because Hezonja minutes could go to either one. Hezonja minutes should go to Baker. I mean, that dude is so washed, my God.
Oh, man, you said go to Baker. You got to go to Frank, man.
Frank, man.
Appreciate the call, okay? Appreciate the call, man.
Scott.
Oh, man. I think he said he's about to. I think Kev, apologies for cutting you off, Kev. I think he was saying he owed Scott Perry some money. He said Scott Perry owe him some money.
Oh, yeah, you're right about that. He got some dirt on that.
Appreciate the call, Kev. Mike from Yonkers, he wants to talk about the defense tonight. Mike, what's going on, man?
What's going on, man?
How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, it was tough to watch tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
It was tough. It was. What was I gonna say? Yes, I think Frank and Dotson, like them two together, paired together, that would give them a better look on the defensive end. And he did that before earlier, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and it was when it was starting.
I don't know if he paired those two together. Yeah. That needs to be reevaluated.
Mario, listen to this.
Mario and Tim is like, what are you doing?
Listen to this. So here goes Clarence Gaines, and for those of you that are not on Knicks Twitter, Clarence Gaines, who has gained notoriety, is being the one who found the unicorn, kind of like Sasquatch. You know, he found the unicorn and he discovered Frank. So I guess they asked him about the Fizdale comment on Mario, and he says, I watched the first 9 minutes, and I'll say this about Fizz. I love the way Hezonja... No, he goes, I'll say this about Fizdale's. I love the way Hezonja's defending comment. If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with bullshit. We'll see how much he loves them tonight versus the C's.
Oh, my God.
Clarence Gaines, folks. Sounds off.
Oh, my God. Bars.
Clarence Gaines.
He needs to be on Meek's album with that, bro.
Yeah, man. Clarence Gaines, he holds no punches, folks.
Oh my God.
Because you know, I think, and you know what? And my fault, Mike. But you know what, JLs? I was hoping somebody like this would say this to kind of validate what we're saying here. You know what I'm saying? Because people always want to talk about, oh, you don't know basketball, you're not a coach. All right, here's a scout, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm out there, JL's trying to see what this defense thing with Mario Hezonja is all about.
Yeah,
and I still can't see it. And I'm not a coach, Mike. You get what I'm saying, Mike?
Exactly.
Coaching out.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
I think, but you know what? Hezonja, that's Scott Perry's boy. So that's another thing too. Like that's politics as well. So I don't know what's going on with that. But you know, it's time.
It's time. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying.
Yeah,
and appreciate the call, man. That's all we're saying, bro. Appreciate the call,
man. Most definitely.
Yeah, time's up.
That's all we're saying. It's time.
Time's up. Let's
go. That's it.
Make that move.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's go down to the A. Doc Ross, he wants to talk about KP and Hezonja. Doc, what's up with your boy Wario, man? I thought you was getting the Super Mario T-shirts from the A ready to.
Nah, you ain't putting that on me, man. I said the Moody, but I ain't never say him. I can't give you that. But I tell you guys right now, man, I'm insane. You know why I'm insane? Because I'm watching these damn games every night expecting something to change, and it doesn't. And I don't know why I'm watching it.
Yeah.
You know? And I can't turn away from the Knicks TV. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
It's like a girl that I've been with for a long time. Yeah. Everybody telling me to dump her, but I still love her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I got to stay with her.
Perfectly said. Perfectly said on these Knicks.
Yo, but I got a theory with this whole Hezonja thing, because today was like my boiling point. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I was watching the game with my mom's. You know what I'm saying? She down here visiting, and we both started cursing at the TV. And she got so mad, I had to calm her down. You know what I'm saying? Because she's cursing, like, you know, in front of my son. She's like, what the fuck they doing? And my wife's like, yo, leave your dad and grandma alone. They Knicks fans, you know, like, you know, they'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? And so, check this out. Somebody called up there and said they blame Fizdale, right? Mm-hmm. I don't blame Fizdale because I work at a job where there's a lot of politics. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know who I blame for this bullshit? This is a theory out there. I know this might be stretching, but at this point, that's all I got. I blame fucking KP. Right? KP boys. Right?
Curveball. I see that one.
Oh, that was a super curveball. Super curveball. But go ahead, man.
Right. Hold on. And I'm like, I told my mom, I was like, yo, if we got to keep this monkey-ass Hezonja on the team, fucking trade KP. I said, we'll take our chances, you know. Try to swing for Durant and be like, yo, I don't care if you bring in Durant, just get rid of KP, bring in, you know, what you go do down in Charlotte, Kemba Walker, bring in, you know, hell, bring in John Wall. We just cannot keep this dude. It's like KP, that's our girl, right? That's like, you know, that's our man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, it's like if he was a girl, it's like, that's my girl, right? But if this bitch got to come with you, your sister, hell no, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, man.
We cannot. Yo, we cannot. I know.
Wait. I'm trying to connect the dots here. Are you saying Mario is KP's sister? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know, man.
He
lost me when he said bring in John Wall. To be honest with you, JL.
I'm trying to figure it out.
He lost me when he said bring in John Wall. I was done after John Wall.
That's the frustration talking, right? Just hear me out here. Just hear me out. Because, like, the only person that seemed mad like me was Q. Because I was like, man, I'm listening to Q speak. I'm like, hell yeah, man. But I'm telling you, man, I told you I'm insane, man, right now. Right?
Yeah.
KP and Hezonja are boys, right? They giving Hezonja the little red carpet treatment. You know, you scoring, 3 points a game? Yeah, you starting lineup, right? And everybody know it's already been beaten that Dotson and everybody Frank should be starting or in the lineup at least, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it only makes some sense that they giving Hezonja the minutes, right? That Scott Perry boy, SKP boy, right? You want to make everybody happy. But damn it, if we got to play Hezonja in order to keep KP, I'll catch you later, man. You know, I can't ride with that shit.
All right, Doc, man. I appreciate it, man. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Doc is going delirious down there in the A, man. Now we blaming KP. What KP have to do with this?
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Doc, sorry, man. You lost me when you said bring in John Wall, man. I had to go on that one, man.
What do you mean?
Then he wants to trade KP. Doc losing his senses down there, man.
Oh, man. This is what losing does to you, dog. You start
oh, man.
I mean, we got rid of Willie, and that was KP's bestie for life.
Yeah, man. How was Willie doing these days? Sometimes I hear people repping him like he's doing well. How's Billy Hernan-Gomez?
I don't know. That was the right Charlotte, man. That was the right move.
All right, let's see. Let's see who's got some. I think this is Rick from the chat. Rick wants to talk about Timmy. Rick wants to break the ice. Is this you, Rick, from the chat?
Well, yeah, it is, man.
What's going on, man? I found you, man. All right, go ahead and break the ice,
man. I feel like Knicks fans are like dogs chasing park cars sometimes, man. We lose focus, man.
Yes.
I'm not worried about Frank. It's a couple DNPs. He's 20 years old. He's under contract. It's not before the trade deadline now. We have a gluttony of guards. So if he's not getting play time after the trade deadline, I'll get worried. Right now, just relax about Frank. I know people are obsessed with Frank. I love Frank too, but man, I've never seen a dude that average like freaking 4 points a game, like sweat him so much. His defense is all right. It didn't matter who was playing defense. If Cantor is part of the pick and roll, you're gonna get scored on. If you guys watch the games, I'm rewatching the game right now. They attack Tim Hardaway and Cantor on every possession. It starts that way, and that's how the offense. There's a scouting report out on us. It's been it was like that against the Detroit game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And tonight everybody played like trash. You know, there was no defensive energy. And we're a young team. That's going to happen. But this whole Mario kick, Mario played 18. Most of the time, Mario starts and never sees the floor anymore.
Yeah, the Milwaukee game was like that. The Milwaukee game, he played 12 minutes.
Yeah, most of the time, Mario rarely plays in the second half.
Yeah.
You know, if they're doing it for Perry, they're giving him the starting few minutes to appease Perry, and after that, we don't see Mario anymore. So, Mario can't lose. The issue is our best player plays 35, 38 minutes. He's the worst defensive player, in addition to Cantor. At least Cantor has the value of being a contract that's going to come off the books.
Mm-hmm.
Hardaway's here for another 2-3 years, and he's taking horrible shots on offense.
Yeah, but the hope is that he's not your best player in the next 2 years. In the next 2-3 years, you want it to be like your third or fourth best player, JLs.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Oh, you guys are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But these when we win with this lineup, nobody's complaining. Whenever we lose, we go back to the Frank and Mario and all that crap, and the kids are not playing. But when we win, nobody's complaining about the kids' development. So the issue is when we lose these games is that scouting report. They're going after Cantor and Hardaway. And as long as they're on this team, we're going to lose these games just like that. That's how we're going to lose. And, again, nobody should be worried about Frank until after the trade deadline. If Frank ain't getting playing time after the trade deadline, then pull out all your conspiracy theories and everything that you guys need to worry about. Okay?
All right.
But right now, he's just getting a few DMPs like a few other people in the team got.
All right.
No
Appreciate it, Rick. Rick called in to level set a little bit, JLs. You know what I mean? To talk us off the ledge.
I feel you. when Frank starts to play again, how many are you gonna complain that he doesn't shoot enough?
Yeah, you know.
Yo, shout out to the people looking at my hat. Yo, merch. I'm selling merch at
the Porzingis hat.
Yeah,
the Porzingis hat, man.
Yeah, the NickandTomShow.com/catalog for the Porzingis hat. Description is in my bio if you want one.
Absolutely. All right, let's get back to the phones. I think we spoke to Mike from Maryland already. Raekwon, the chef. What's going on? He wants to talk about the game in general. Raekwon, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, what's going on, man? How you guys
hello?
Yeah, you in the hallway?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you guys doing tonight?
Yeah, we can't hear you, bro.
You can hear me now?
Nah, man, you sound like you're in the closet or something, man.
Hey, wait. I think there it is.
Hold on.
He got his library voice on,
Jay.
Let's Raekwon. You got yeah. Okay, now you're good, bro. Now you're good.
Yeah. My fault, man. So, yeah, I just want to talk about, we know this is a rebuilding year and all that.
Yeah.
But I just want to know what's going on with KP, with that situation. But moving along from that, I just think that, the main reason why Frank and Kevin Knox, all our rookies, they're getting all this criticism right now is because, those two guys, they were drafted in in the first round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Top 10. They were both top 10 draft picks, right? If you look at Mitchell Robinson, Alonzo Trier, and Damian Dotson, all three of those guys, they're second. So coming into the league, them guys were overlooked, compared to Frank and Kevin Knox. Those guys were expected to play out, as soon as they were drafted. But the case is, that's kind of not happening because when I'm seeing with Frank, the reason Frank is getting all this, bad treatment is because his game, his game hasn't developed offensively. And I don't think, Coach Fizz should be treating him that way because he doesn't score on offense. Because, he's a great defender. We know that. He's a great defender. But another thing with Knox is he can shoot the basketball. We know that. Plays a little defense. But sometimes he just looks lost in the game. And another thing is when he gets in the paint, it's like he don't know how to score it. Like, it's either he getting a double team or he turn the ball over.
He's forcing.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
yep.
Yeah. So it's like, how can he develop that? I think he has to, work on his post moves down low. Like, you see how Melo used to play on New York? Like, if he could develop into, like, a Giannis Antetokounmpo type, body type, and, develop some Melo post moves, I think that's going to help his game, develop into the long future.
Okay. I appreciate the call, Raekwon. My fault. We got a lot of calls left and limited time with the show, man. Let's roll to the next one. JJ from Connecticut wants to talk about the offensive system. JJ, are you back? Hello?
What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Hello?
Yep, we're here.
Good, how are you guys?
Good. How you feeling?
All right.
Yeah, I just want to talk about how, I'm seeing, Fizdale's tendency lately, how obviously there's no offensive system. People just, stand around, ISO players. And I'm seeing him liking these plays sometimes when we get a couple wins, one every 10 games, and he's liking all these ISO players because there's no offensive system. That's why Frank struggles, because we have no system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He favors ISO Zoe, Trey Burke.
Well, I don't know. Go ahead, Jay. Let's go ahead. Get your point in.
Yeah, I think that's a good part of it, that the system is mostly pick and roll heavy. Like I said, and maybe there was chemistry last season with certain players that aren't even here anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had a little bit of pick and roll chemistry with Kyle Quinn. He's not here. Mitch, as big and as high flying as he is, it seems like does Mitch have hand? Like, he seems to bobble the ball a lot.
He doesn't have hands. He doesn't have hands. He loses the ball a lot.
Yeah. I noticed that too.
So you start to think, well, maybe that's why there's a lot of assists not going the team's way in general.
I just feel like Fizz likes this offensive style because it bails them out most of a lot of times. Sometimes it works out, and most of the time it doesn't.
That's our strength. That's our strength right now, right? That's our strength. So,
Yeah, you know what else too? I'm I'm guessing what he's going to be doing is because it's such a young team, and he's going to actually add more of an offensive playbook the further we get into the season. There's a lot of young guys here, so he's trying to keep it simple with the curl play.
That's what he said. He said he was trying to keep it simple.
And he's probably going to add more like off-ball actions as the season, starts to develop more. Yeah, and you have to get the plays that are happening right now. So hopefully that's the thing.
Facts.
And we start to see more of a complex offense moving forward.
Facts. All right, let's run through some more calls. We got a lot of calls in the queue. JJ, appreciate it. Androv, you're up next. Max on deck. Androv, what's going on? He wants to talk about Frank at the game. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's good, yo?
How you feeling, bro?
Yo, man. Like, all right, I'm gonna be for real with y'all, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've been a Knicks fan since God knows how long. Like, I'm 28 years old. I remember one of my first times watching the Knicks with my pops when Jordan used to kill us back in the night.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing that we gotta take into consideration is this is what we asked for.
Yeah.
This is it. This, you laugh, but it's true.
Yeah.
This is it. Like, this is what we need. This is the cleansing that we need, yo. Like,
but to just stop you there, like, I'm not. It wasn't about the win tonight because I didn't think we was gonna win at all. I didn't think we had any chance of winning tonight. Not. You know what I'm saying? My whole point was just about the selective playing time that these guys are getting and the rationale behind it. That's it, JLs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
exactly what it is.
That's all.
Exactly. Like we have young guys who need some burn. Yeah, that's what it really is right now.
Yeah, that's all. You know, we understand about the rebuild, the tank, the losing. We understand all that. We just asking questions. That's all.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And all the questions we asking now is fair. For sure. Like, trust me, like, no one wants Frank to play more than I do. And it's just like the way the chat is going right now, y'all, like, the Knicks might as well leave Mario's ass back in Boston. I don't think he's gonna be welcome back into New York.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been welcome in a while, man. He hasn't been welcome in a while, man. But we love Mario.
Yo, man, yeah, for sure. And I agree with that other caller, man. I think in due time, Frank will get his time again.
Yeah,
I'm just glad, like, I'm just glad Begley like shot down these war rooms, man.
Finally, man. Finally. You know, and Andrew, appreciate the call, man. Yeah, that was another thing on the whole wall topic, JL. Is finally they came out and refuted it through Begley or refuted it through somebody, man.
That was the most ridiculous one I heard all. That was like that I heard all week, man. The wall one, I was like, "There's no way this true." I was not like, "That's
no way.
We're gonna trade our whole team after everything that we've gone through for John Wall."
I would have been thoroughly disgusted.
No way.
I would have been thoroughly disgusted, man.
No way.
You know what I'm saying? I would have been thoroughly disgusted. What I want for this management to do, JL, is like, for Steve Mills, you got the Twitter, man. Use your Twitter fingers, man.
I was waiting for that too, yo. I was waiting for that too.
Twitter fingers,
for the statement. I was waiting for the statement.
You gotta get out. It's 2018, baby. You gotta get out and, we're not trading Frank. Twitter, tweet at KnicksFanTV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. At KnicksFanTV.
Use your Twitter, man.
Calm it down. Man.
Calm it down.
Use it for good. Don't use it for good. Just to calm down real.
Whenever we
yeah, go ahead. I would think that they didn't want to. If they did that for Frank, they didn't want to do it for something that's like true and shit.
Right.
Like it's like, oh, Knicks are trading Courtney Lee and Lance Thomas.
Like, shoot it down, man. Shoot it down. We're never trading Courtney Lee, by the way. You could forget it. That Courtney Lee trade. That Courtney Lee trade is so toast. Forget about it, man.
Hit a 3 today. All right.
Listen, man. We're gonna come to KD with some some damn food stamps or something, man, because we're not going to have the money, man. We're not going to have the money, man. This Courtney Lee trade is just not going to happen.
Yeah, he's playing like 10 minutes.
You got
He's 50%
KD,
from
man.
3, man. He's 50%. That's
You got
pretty
KD, man. I'm going to cut you a check for the mid-level this year with the IOU for a max deal in 2020.
Man.
What do you say?
Damn.
Your mom could sit next to Spike.
Oh, man.
Well, we can only give you about 10 mil and a suite on the Chase Bridge.
Just ask Courtney to spot you, Tim.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, man. All right, man. Let's hear from the president of the Frank Ntilikina fan club. Max, help us make some sense of this, man.
CP, J. Ellis, what's good?
How you doing,
What up, man?
I'm great. I just came home. I was driving back from work, and I just smelt that used carsman sales in the air while I was driving back. I was smelling that in the air.
That used car smell, huh?
That used carsman. Oh,
yeah. Fizz Khalifa did it again today. I mean, Cornette over Frank. Oh, you're so smart. Oh, man, you're a smart coach, man. Jesus Christ. God have... Listen, Clarence Gaines is the greatest Knick since Patrick Ewing. You know this, right? No, seriously. He's the greatest because he calls it. He likes the Knicks, but he sees what everyone else sees. Like, it's so obvious. Hezonja is... The only thing I can say is this. They're playing him because they might cut his ass because he really doesn't make no money and he has a small contract. And listen, we're giving him a long look because if he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, we could just cut him. You know what I'm saying? We could just cut him right now. So that's the only thing I can see rationale for why they keep him. But, CP, we got to do something. Me, you, and JL's got to do something. We got to get this show popping. You know why? You got to send me into these after game post games so I can start asking questions. So I don't know, these Bermans, they don't ask the right questions. Someone needs to ask them, what defense are you talking about with Mario Hezonja? What are you talking about? I know somebody who plays way better defense than Mario Hezonja. He's on your bench right now.
This is what I said on the when we did the quarter season report, that round table I did with Macri, Alex Wolf, and Terry. I said one thing that Fizdale is gonna learn in his first year as coach is what to say and what not to say, JLs. Because right now, from keep what you kill on down.
Yeah, you accountable, dog.
You're all over the place, man. It's like that wacky inflatable tube, man. The arms is just flailing right now.
Yeah, man.
You know.
He looks like a fraud, man. He looks like a fraud. Honestly, he looks like a fraud. And how many times is Tim gonna miss an assignment and blame somebody else? How many times is that gonna happen?
I hate I just said that. I just
can't
said
take
that a couple of days ago. I hate when he does that.
That's that leadership, man. What do you want from him? He's being a leader.
He'll blow the lead. He'll let somebody blow right by him and then look at Enos like, what are you? I'm like, no, that was you. Dog, stop it.
He's always trashing Cannon. It's the easy scapegoat.
Oh my God.
Good job, Timmy. I do the same thing.
I don't understand. I just don't understand. Like, this is obvious stuff. This is not like nobody. The thing with basketball people is they think they know basketball because they're in the game. People have eyes. People could watch the same thing that's going on just at home. We can see that Hezonja is a terrible defender. He doesn't do anything offensively. Matter of fact, I'll say this. Frank is better than Hezonja offensively, and Frank is not known for offense. So I don't know what they're talking about in terms of offense. What does he do? What does he do?
Hey.
Come on, for real.
True story, man.
Yo,
we gotta. My fault, man. We gotta run to the next caller, man. My fault. But yeah. Listen, he has a point, JLs. I mean, I think we've talked about it ad nauseum.
Yeah.
I appreciate the callbacks. Romeo Dredd says, Fizz's comments, he's supporting his players. What more you want him to do? the thing is that these words ring hollow, man. This is not Milwaukee, man. This is not Memphis.
People pay attention.
People pay attention. They pay attention. This is how you get caught up in the media cesspool, man. This is how you get caught up in the media cesspool, man. You know what I'm saying?
We're brightest fans in the nation, man.
Yeah, this is not Romeo. This is not Memphis, bro. This is not Memphis. It's not Milwaukee. It's not Phoenix. You have to know what to say. You can still support your player.
Yeah, man.
Without, go ahead, Jails.
It's good that Fizz isn't on like Twitter or nothing like that, yo. Because
it might be.
If Fizz was on Twitter, dog, do you know how many ats he would have with plays of Mario not playing defense?
Yeah, right. Knicks Film School about to air him out right now.
Oh my God.
Knicks Film School about to air him out right now, man.
You just blow an assignment. You see this blow pick and roll all day long.
Factuals.
Then they would have mixed that in with your quotes.
I'm telling you, man. All right, Rob from New York. Let's go. He thinks Frank's not playing because of his playing time. All right, Rob, go ahead, man.
All right, so I'm hearing a lot of people saying that they don't know why Frank's on the bench.
Yeah.
Go look at his numbers from the month of November. Go look at his numbers from the month of November.
Okay.
Dude shot under 30% from the field, under 16% from three.
Right.
For an entire month.
Okay. So why is Mario Hezonja getting those minutes?
If anyone who does... Okay, Mario Hezonja, as bad as he's been, hasn't been as bad as Frank has been for as long as Frank was. Listen,
I'm just asking, what's he been good at?
Hello?
I don't know what happened. I didn't hang out. I was waiting on him. I don't know what happened. Rob, you still there? Rob was speechless, man. All right, Rob, I'll give you a chance to call back, man. Rob was so speechless on the whole Frank thing. He got tongue-tied, man. All right, Wes, you're going to be the last call unless Rob calls back. He wants to talk about Fizz and Perry. What's going on, Wes?
I kind of changed courses a little bit over the time and let me listen to these other phone calls. But what I want to say is, what did the management, the coaching organization say from their mouth that this entire season was about? Player development. That's what they said, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's about the future. You want to develop players. Now, what players do you want to develop? You want to develop players who are going to be on the New York Knickerbockers moving forward next year, following year. So, if you're playing Cantor, Hezonja, Trey Burke, and Moutier the bulk of the minutes, and you're playing Frank and Knox and Mitchell Robinson 14 minutes a game, who are you developing? You're developing players who are going to get signed to other teams, and so you're developing players for other teams. Our plan, management also stated that they want to sign max contract players, great players.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have to renounce the rights to all those players.
Right.
They have to renounce the rights, and they can create enough space for one max contract. They can create enough space for a $35 million contract for KD.
Yes.
If they renounce the rights to all those players,
Mm-hmm.
okay, including Lance Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they do hit a home run and sign two max players, assuming they trade Courtney Lee, they're not going to, first of all, have the money.
They would have to trade Courtney Lee and Timmy to get the two max. They got to trade Timmy as well.
They could trade impossible. One or the other. They have to get one max. Oh, to get both max players. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you have
to
trade both.
Yeah,
but to get one, yeah. So I don't think they're going to trade Timmy until, after the season. If they meet with a player and he says, I'm willing to come, they will create the space. I think you can trade Timmy.
Yes.
But my point is that, why are they not playing Frank? There's no legitimate reason. I don't care if he's shooting 16% from the 3-point line. I don't care what he's shooting from the field. First of all, he's not getting enough minutes to get comfortable. He's not being held to the same standard that everybody else is, because everybody else can have 2 weeks of playing like trash. Everybody else can have 2 weeks of missing defensive assignments and shooting bad from the outside, but they don't get yanked from the game. And as a point guard, You cannot play the game playing 14 minutes a game. Even in the beginning of the season, when he so-called, he had a couple games when he played 36 minutes a game, and we were winning those games, right?
Mm-hmm.
But all the games that he played 19 minutes, 18 minutes, 14 minutes, even the game that he had 16 points through 3 quarters, and he didn't even play in the 4th quarter. This was earlier on in the season. I don't know if you remember that game. He was gonna finally score over 20-something points that game. He was playing great that game. He didn't play the whole 4th quarter, right? We lost that game, and it was nonsense. Like, what are you doing? The reason why Frank hasn't taken a step forward is because they mismanaged him last season, right? And I know it's early. I'm not panicking, but I'm just saying this just makes no sense.
That's a good point.
They really don't have any faith in him, and they're just trying to hide him and saying, like, we don't want to expose him because then other teams will know he doesn't have potential. But that's just not the case. Like, he's 19, 20 years old. Like, he's going to get so much better and stronger and become a man within the next 3 years. If he's, our property, if he's on the rookie contract, you got to develop him now. Like, what are they waiting for?
Why not?
And they got to develop him at the guard. Playing, what's his name, Alonzo Trier at the point guard, that is absurd. That's crazy. He's not a point guard. And playing Hezonja any minutes is crazy. I just
true indeed, man. Appreciate the call, Wes. I mean, he's not wrong, JLs.
Yeah,
he's not wrong. I mean, Romeo in the chat was saying Frank's not going anywhere. What's the rush? I mean, Wes hit it on the head. They messed him up last year.
Yeah, man. He needs to get some burn this season.
They messed him up last year. We should have been seeing this from last year. We need answers here, Jay Ellis.
Yeah, man. I mean,
they messed him up from last year. But go ahead.
Yeah, I know they've been doing the keep what you kill thing, and I understand that, but he just needs burn, dog. Even if it's not on the main squad, he needs burn somewhere. Even if it's G League or whatever. Yeah, he needs burn, dog.
That's it. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat for watching the Frank Ntilikina telethon.
Yeah.
We appreciate the support.
Give us your dollars.
Listen, I want this to be the last show we beat the cat up on, but listen, what else was there to talk about? What you want to talk about? The game? You know what I mean? I did this to talk about something, man.
Oh my gosh. Next podcast, I'm already trying to struggle. I'm in my mind like, what am I talking about?
That's what I'm saying, people.
Next podcast,
you know? We've been going for 5 days, people. We want to talk about something, and it wasn't the game. Definitely. Here's something I can talk about the game. Von Lay played well. The end. That would have been a 2-second show.
Boom.
I would have went back to watching reruns of Martin, man, and go to sleep. We wanted to talk Knicks.
Frankathon 7.0.
Frankathon 7.0. All right, Jales, let's run through these questions. We got a couple questions in the chat. Ace Bez, shout out Ace Bez. He says, why everybody so hell-bent to get cap space for the next summer? There's only one player possibly coming next summer, and we'll have the cap for that. Well, I think the whole goal was to see if miraculously we would, our young players would reveal themselves in early development stages, and maybe we get 2 max players in 1 year and make a miraculous run to the finals and win everything, Jails.
Yeah, that was the plan.
That was the plan. That was plan A.
That was plan A. But we kind of have to show some kind of progress.
Baby steps, yeah.
To make it. I mean, we've beaten some pretty good teams, but it can't stop here for that plan to work. We have to keep growing and chopping the tree, if you will.
Yeah, we got to bring that axe.
Yeah,
we got to bring that salary cap axe. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that one too.
Yeah, we got to do. I appreciate you, Ace. Hawkeye says extreme hypothetical, but somewhat to lighten the mood. If KP were to come back, what would our lineups look like? I feel like somebody asked that question last time, but
a lot better. That's for sure.
My lineup with KP in this development tank, Jay Ellis, would be this. Give me Frank.
Mm-hmm.
No, well, based on how they're playing now, give me Moutier still. Give me Timmy. Give me Dotson.
Mm-hmm.
Give me KP and Von Lay. Based on how they're playing right now.
That's definitely that's on the head for me too. That's definitely my starting vibe.
based on right now, what we're looking at right now. Yeah.
Moutier, yeah. Definitely it right now for me too.
Yeah, Moutier, Tim, Dotson, KP, Vonleh.
Yep.
You know. But Dotson gives you so much versatility. You know what I'm saying? He could come off the bench.
Yeah, he could, but I want.
If you want to go Knox, if you want to go Kev.
I still go Dot though. I'm still going Dot to give you that defensive versatility and some shooting. Help stretch the floor for KP. Yeah, I'm like that.
Yeah,
that's all shooters in there too.
Right. Ace, you got 3 questions in the chat, man. Ace filled out the Q&A all by himself. He said, "When did Clarence Gaines start wanting smoke with Fizz?" I mean, listen, Frank is his guy, man. You know?
Man. He felt some type of way.
Yeah.
From when he left, so he wants to defend his choice.
Yeah, human nature, man. Human nature.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly.
You go out and you find that car, man, and you spend all this time doing your research on that car, and you think this is the car that we need. This is the future for the family. You're gonna go to the earth and back to defend them. So
yeah, man, it's personal. It's personal,
right? Plus, he's no longer working for the Knicks, so
exactly. So he can be free at last.
He's free. He's free, man.
So you think he quit this summer just so you can talk shit?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess they wanted to. They said they had the secret sauce, right? That's why they brought in Obama's brother-in-law, because he had the secret sauce. So.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
Well, let's see. All right. Ace says, "Why nobody giving the Celtics credit? They kicked our ass tonight. Nobody played defense tonight. Look at the Celtics stats. I think we did in our 1 minute recap. We said the Celtics are playing well.
Yeah, they're playing well. They were playing well. They were locked in. You can tell by the first quarter the way they played it. They came in there on a mission. Kyrie was sprinting the whole damn game, and so was Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Everybody else kind of followed their lead, and they kicked their ass.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I didn't. It was almost obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wasn't expecting to even win this game. I knew the Celtics were going to win this game, so it's cool. It's cool. Steve in Poland says, "Can the Knicks get anything for Frank, Hezonja, and Lee?" JLs.
For Frank, Hezonja, and Lee?
Yeah.
Not all together?
I don't think so. Maybe just separately.
Nah.
I'm saying no.
Possibly Frank and Lee, or Frank and Hezonja. But I wouldn't even trade Hezonja anyway, because Hezonja is only a 1 year. I would just bite that bullet for the season and let that come off the books. Because if you trade Hezonja, then you're most likely going to probably get some kind of salary back.
You're getting salary back. Who the hell is taking him right now? What the hell is he necessary for? They're waiting for you to release him.
So if anything, it would be a Frank and Lee situation.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to trade Frank yet.
Not at all. Julian says, "Hot take, if we don't coddle Frank and give him confidence, he can't be as effective as he would with affection."
I mean, it's possible. Look at Moutier.
Yeah.
Moutier is actually playing better this season. And he's getting hugs from Coach Fizz.
He is.
So, I mean, maybe Frank does need a hug too.
We all need hugs, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
we all need hugs. It'll be all right. Listen, man, like I said, we just wanted something to talk about tonight. So thanks for engaging.
Yeah.
Thanks for engaging. Aaron Flores says, "What's so special about Frank worth waiting for? What is Gaines seeing him?"
Number one defensive pick and roll guard in the league at 19.
Yeah. I mean, you guys should follow Gaines. Follow him and see, you know. It's not to say that he's right. You know, scouts can be wrong. Yeah. Scouts get guys wrong.
That's true.
You know,
but I'm just saying at 19, he's the number one pick and roll point guard in the NBA.
Yeah.
At 19. And usually, you know, the defensive end is the hardest part of the game to pick up when you're a rookie, and he picked that up first. So
that's exactly right.
You figure the easiest thing to pick up in the NBA is shooting. Like, most likely, like, even bad shooters sometimes, like Jason Kidd, they end up shooting well.
Yeah.
So you would have to think bare minimum he can be the best defensive pick and roll point guard and a good knockdown shooter eventually. And that's why and that's just to me, in my mind, the floor.
I agree with that.
Which is what's the big deal is.
I agree with that. Well said, Jay Ellis. And on that note, we will end the show and put people out of the Frank Ntilikina telethon misery once and for all.
Yeah, what's going on? Yo, thanks for watching the show. If you're messing with the cap, I've seen people's paping. Head to the link in my description. It's thenicktimeshow.com. Oh yeah, /catalog. You can buy a hat. You can buy the hoodies.
Yeah.
You get your stuff now, dog, because Christmas is almost here. You want to make
Christmas time.
Yeah. You want to make sure you get all that in there before Christmas. So definitely do that. Also check out our latest podcast with NYK, Terry and Trey. Well, actually Terry from my.
Yep.
Getting pretty good reaction, so definitely check out the YouTube channel and watch that show. And yeah, follow me on all social media. Links in the description: Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'll ask your boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. JLs, I thought we had a game on. I thought we had a game on Saturday. The game is. Oh, the game is Saturday. That's right.
Yeah,
Knicks Net Saturday.
Game Saturday and Sunday. Oh, Knicks Net Saturday.
Yeah, Knicks Net Saturday, man.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Anyway, people, listen. Tough loss tonight. 128-100. Knicks get stomped out in Boston. What's up with Frank, man? Let me know in the comments below. What's your takes on Frank? Leave it in the chat. Leave it in the comments. Live stream replay for those of you that missed it live. If you want to chat with your fellow Knicks fans around the world, the next live stream will be at about 2 a.m. Eastern, then about 6 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern, 12:30 Eastern, and 2:30 Eastern as well. So you can get in, chat with your fellow Knicks fan, get out, and you know, that's just for you guys, man. Let's shout out some chats, Jay Ellis. We did get a super chat, forgot to mention it. Riley Lazar, appreciate the super chat. Riley says he loves the channel. Huge Knicks fan. Appreciate you, Riley. Should have mentioned that earlier, Jay Ellis.
That's all good. Yo, shout out to Riley, man.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for the contributions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out everybody in the chat, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Follow us, man. Instagram. Follow us on Instagram as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Definitely. Shout out to Craig. Oh, you go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yo, Craig Williams, man, holding down the chat. Thanks for holding it down. Heavy for me, one shot. Ali, Granham, Jet for life. What's good, y'all? Thanks for coming through. Holding the chat down for me, man. And CJ Rayford too.
Absolutely, man. Big chat, Julian. Appreciate you. Ayo, pal. Appreciate you. We'll get you in the call next time. Hawkeye, appreciate it. Will Cushman, appreciate it. Hawkeye, can't tell you all my secrets, man. Just be there for the replay. Romeo Dread, appreciate it. GN Drezzy, thanks a lot. SS Television, thanks again. Famous, Logan Frame, Dennis P, OG Trill Wave. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody. Easy Winzo, see you. Jet Life for Life, appreciate it. Jermaine Richards, appreciate it. If we missed anybody, man, we'll see you guys Saturday night, man. Knicks against the bum-ass Nets.
Bum-ass Nets, elbow foot ass.
Let's get that W, man. Yeah, man. You guys be safe, man. JL, so I'll holler at you, man.
Hi.
Peace.